Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is a Project 100 Uses update with a fun little twist. I'm going to do something similar that I did for the Project 10 Uses recently, where I'm going to roll in some new palettes, which I had not done before. So I'm pretty excited about that. And this project, I started it based on Too Much Tosh's 100 Club, where I am picking mostly face palettes and eyeshadow palettes. Things I know I will probably never finish, possibly never hit pan on, try to get to 100 uses, obviously using it beyond that, but I'm just not tracking the usage. And yeah, this is a lot of like favorite high-end palettes, and this is what I do instead of like a pan that palette or pan those eyeshadows to get use on my eyeshadow palette collection. So yeah, I am pretty excited. I also do a lot of project pans where I am trying to finish things up completely. I've introduced a few new projects this year, so check out the Project Pan 2023 playlist. And if you're interested in the makeup I'm wearing, I will list it in the description box, but I did also film a YouTube short tutorial. That is something I've been trying to do in the new year. I've been really enjoying filming the YouTube shorts, so you can check those out if you like quick little makeup tutorials. And yeah, let's get started. This is an exciting update because I got to 100 uses on 2 eyeshadow palettes, which I am thrilled about. And then, like I said, I am going to roll in some new palettes. So first, let me update on a few others that are in this project. I don't update on every palette that's in this project every episode, I guess, of this project. So first up is Pat McGrath Mothership 5, and I have used this 18 times. And I count my usage. If I just use one eyeshadow once, that counts as one use. Or if I used the whole palette for a look, that still counts as one use. So yeah, I really want to get more usage on this palette because I've had it for almost 2 years now. I think 2 years, I can't remember exactly. So yeah, I've only used that one 18 times. Then we have the Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette, and I have used this one 57 times. And yeah, this is super pigmented, so it does not look like I've used it that much, but I really like this palette. I like both the matte and the shimmer formula. It's really, really beautiful. So yeah, I am definitely enjoying using that one. And then we have the Natasha Denona Retro palette, which I have used this 34 times. And interestingly, I do have pan in this palette. Even though I don't try to hit pan on eyeshadows, I just happen to hit pan in this, which is kind of exciting. I love this one. This is one of my favorite palettes, I think, in my entire collection. I love the quality and the color story so much. That one is absolutely amazing. And then a newer palette that I did put in this project as soon as I purchased it, and that is the Natasha Denona My Dream, and I've used this one 17 times. I love this palette so much. It's really, really beautiful, and I did film a look with this palette in Geek, and it's awesome. I'm really happy that I purchased that one. Okay, so as I mentioned, I got to 100 uses on 2 palettes, and first up, the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I have used this over 100 times now, and I really love this palette. I really, really do. It is stunning. It really is. I love the lighter shades as inner corner highlight. So sometimes I reach into just like 1 or 2 of those for a look if I used another palette, but I also love using this one on its own. It is such a gorgeous palette, very, very beautiful. So I'm excited that I got to 100 uses on that one. And then the other palette that I hit my goal on is another favorite palette, which is the Sigma Untamed. This one is a beauty as well. I really, really enjoy it, and I am so happy that I got to 100 uses on it. I did use this shade quite a lot. You can see there's a big dip there. If you can tell, there we go. I use that one quite a bit to set my eye primer or as a brow bone highlight. But I love this palette overall. I really, really do. It is absolutely gorgeous. So yeah. Now, so I figured I'm working on plenty of other palettes in this project, but I thought, you know what, let's pick some other palettes to add in, things that maybe I just haven't really used that much. So I came up with these like 10 categories of palettes, which I will show you on the screen. And I am gonna do a random number generator 1 through 10. Similar, I just did a similar thing with the project 10 uses, if you saw that. That was a couple days ago. So let's see here. Let me get the random number generator. All right, so I have it set 1 through 10, and I think I want to pick 3 palettes for this. All right, I got number 6, which is, let's see, ooh, an indie brand palette. Okay, that is exciting because I have noticed I don't really have any indie brand palettes in this project. That is perfect. Okay, I'm very excited about that. And let's pick another one. Got 6 again. Okay, there we go. 4. 4 is, let's see. Ooh, a colorful palette. That's fun. I admit I do tend to put more neutral palettes in this project because then I can just use, you know, some like matte browns on the lower lash line or champagne shades on the inner corner, that sort of thing, to combine with other palettes. I like that though. So colorful palette, indie palette. Let's pick one more. And let's see. Okay, number 5, which is a face palette. Okay, great. Because like I said, I only have one face palette right now in this project. I have gotten to 100 uses on several other of my face palettes. And yeah, so I'm excited. All right, so I'm going to pick out a colorful palette, a face palette, and an indie brand palette, and I will be back. All right, I am pretty thrilled to add in some new palettes into this project. Now 100 uses is a lot, so it's going to take a while to get to my goal, but that is okay. So for a colorful palette, I decided to pick the Nomad Cosmetics Fire and Ice palette. I just got this and I'm wearing it today for the first time. So I know that I have used this palette exactly one time ever, and that was today. It is beautiful. I love this look though, and I do have 2 other Nomad palettes that are very consistent with this formula, so I really like their formula. And this color story, you guys, oh, it is beautiful. This is the one palette from them I said I really still wanted to purchase, and so I finally did. I just got it, and like I said, today is the first time I'm wearing it. So I officially have 1 use on this palette, so I'm gonna be adding that into this project. And then for an indie brand palette, I decided to also make it pretty easy on myself and pull in another new palette. I've purchased quite a few palettes so far this year. I will be doing a haul. I'm kind of treating myself this month. And I purchased the Bard palette from Fantasy Cosmetica. I actually ordered the other one as well, the Druid palette, and I already filmed a YouTube short tutorial with that one. Wow, was I impressed with that formula. So I'm assuming the Bard palette is gonna be the same formula. At this point, I have used this 0 times, so I know exactly where I'm at, 0. So starting from scratch on this one, I'm pretty excited though. Very beautiful, very thrilled about that. And like I said, I did use the Druid palette and wow, the formula was gorgeous. So yeah, okay, so 1 use on that one and 0 on the Bard palette. So for a face palette, I don't have any newer face palettes. Most of my face palettes are older because I actually have not purchased any face palettes in a long time. This is technically my newest face palette and I've had it for a year. I got this in the Beautylish Lucky Bag 1 year ago, and that is the Natasha Denona Bronze Cheek Face Glow palette. So I didn't track my usage on this from when I first purchased it, so I'm gonna have to estimate where I'm at so far, but I just had this in the project 10 uses, and I know for a fact I used it well over 10 times, and I have used it quite a bit before that. Honestly, I'm probably at about 30 uses on this, but I'm gonna just like estimate it a bit lower just to be sure. So I'm gonna say that I'm at 20 uses, but I'm pretty sure I'm definitely at more than 20, but it's fine. So I will start this one at 20 because yes, I have used it quite a bit and recently had it in the project 10 uses. As you can see, I have some dips happening in the cream products. I love this highlighter and I love this shimmery bronzer as well. This face palette is really beautiful, and Yeah, I have to say, I really have not been purchasing many face palettes. The older face palettes that I have, like the Becca Chloe palette, the Hourglass Sculpture palette, I got to 100 uses on those quite a while ago because I've been doing this project for 3 years. And the Charlotte Tilbury, what is it called? The Nudegasm palette. That one is in this project still. I can't remember how many uses exactly I'm at on that one. And then the Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold palette, I got to 100 uses on that one as well. So really, I've gotten a lot of use on my face palettes, and even this one I've used a decent amount, but yes. So I'm gonna put it in this project, and I'm gonna just say it's at 20, even though I'm pretty sure it's closer to 30, but that is fine. So I'm excited to add in some new stuff. These obviously are gonna be very easy to track because I've used this 0 times and I've used this 1 time today. But I'm very, very excited to add in some new palettes. I admit I've been working on the same palettes in this project for a while now because I wanted to get to my goals, and I don't know, I didn't really add any new palettes in other than 2 newer palettes that I purchased a couple months ago. So I thought this would be fun to add in some new palettes, and I'm also happy to be working on some indie brand palettes because I've not put indie brand palettes in this project really, except now I do have a Juvia's Place palette in this, but other than that, I really haven't. And that's something this year I'm trying to try more indie brands, which I am excited about. So yeah, that is it for this update. So check out the Project Pan playlist for this year. I have one for every year on my channel. Like I said, I based this project on Too Much Tosh's 100 Club, so you can check her out. I'll put her in the description box, and I filmed a YouTube short tutorial on this look, which I've been trying to do more lately, and I am absolutely loving the YouTube shorts. It's been so much fun. I'm not on TikTok, so I figure for me, like, I can just do YouTube shorts good enough, so I don't have to go to a whole other platform. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you are new, please subscribe. I do upload 4 videos a week, and have a great day.